So I don't know how to start, but I have pets. The first pet I have ever owned is my dog Stanley. I got him as he was 1 year old, has a stray. Then throughout the years, I started fostering. And I fostered lots of dogs. And I tried to cats once, but my cats weren't happy. And they started, like, they pissed on my bed. I had to buy a new mattress. So then I didn't foster cats. I just fostered dogs. So I don't know why I'm crying. Okay. So there was this one time I fostered 2 doggies. And I usually foster one at a time. But then I got a call from one rescue that said, hey, can you foster this doggie? Her name was Lady. And I said, yeah, just drop her off. I'll foster her. And then, like, a few days later? I think it was like a few days later, another rescue called me like, hey, oh no, I'm lying to you. My first hospital, I worked with a rescue. And then there was this cute chihuahua. She was mean as hell. And she just came in because she was sick, and then the rescue came to get her. And I was like, you know what? I want to foster her. So I went to the rescue, and I was like, hey, I'm here to foster this chihuahua. I forgot her name. And they were like, oh. And they were like, well, how about if you foster this doggy? This doggy is so much more sicker than the chihuahua. And they opened up this room of dogs, supposed to be in the ISO area, filled like with cages, and right in the middle was this white poodle. And I was like, in my mind I was like, oh, I wanted the chihuahua, but I was like, yeah, I'll take the poodle, like, I don't care. So I was fostering Lady, who was a black cocker spaniel mix, and Toby, who's a poodle. And then, like, within, like, 2 weeks, the poodle had, like, a seizure, and I called the rescue to see, like, what do you want me to do? Of course, I'll take him to the doctor, but, like, how extended do you want me to go with the treatment of the poodle? They didn't pick up. Then I text them. They never text me back. So I was like, okay, fuck it, I'll take care of it. So I took him to my vet, the one I was working for, so on and so forth. So I got him medications, whatever. And then a few weeks after that, because usually I foster for like a few weeks, not long at all, maybe a month or 2. But I was fostering these 2 for a few weeks, and the first doggy, Lady, I called the rescue, and they never answered my phone. No, I'm lying to you. The first one did answer my phone calls, but she always say, I'll call you back, I'll call you back, I'll call you back, I'll call you back. And she never called me back, so I just stopped calling her, and I was like, okay, I guess she's my dog now. And then the poodle, they never answer my text messages or my phone calls, which I found kind of odd, because I volunteer for them. I've worked for them, just like on the weekend, and I've volunteered my time because, it's a rescue. It's not like they have money like that. So whatever. So I had Toby and Lady for the same amount of time. Lady was the first one to go. She's the first pet I've ever had to put to sleep. And I had her for, let's just say 4 years. So I had her for 4 years. She just had a lot of neurological issues and arthritis, and I waited till the end. I waited to the end. I'm one of those owners that, we talk about, like, oh my God, you shouldn't wait to the end. They're like suffering and stuff. But I couldn't see myself putting her to sleep. She's the first pet I ever put to sleep. So I have her little ashes. And then the second dog was Blackie. Blackie's more of my sister's dog. But she was having a rough time because of COVID, so he came to move in with me. Her and her cat. Him and her cat. Well, and her too. My sister too. But so Blackie was with me for, I think, two to 3 years. And him was just one day to the other. I he always had GI issues, which she was seeing an internal medicine doctor for. So I remember I seen him not doing so well, and I was like, oh, it's probably his belly's upset. I'll take him to the doctor. So on the second day that he wasn't feeling well, I remember I woke up and I was gonna walk Stanley and Blackie, and Blackie didn't want to walk, and I just remember pulling him really hard. I'm like, Blackie, like, come on, I gotta go to work. And I pulled him and I saw him and he just really didn't want to walk. And whatever, Stanley pee-peed, and then I just put him in the house and I went to work. I usually take him to work with me. I've taken them to work like quite a few times, but I think I was running late or something that day. And if I take him to work, like it's like a hassle. It's like it takes me like a good 10 to 15 minutes just to get him out the car because I want to smell and I pee everywhere, and then to go upstairs to clock in, and it was just like, oh, not today's gonna be a hassle. So I brought him to work with me, I think on the third day of him not feeling well, and he was just riddled in cancer, and he was internally bleeding because his tumors inside had just erupted. For me to find that out, we had done x-rays and ultrasound of, he also had like a heart mass, like, so I got the oncologist involved. Everybody on my job was super nice, and they're just such the best people ever. Everybody was involved. The emergency doctors, my cardiologist, the oncologist, everybody was involved. And then I had to call my sister, and then my sister came with her kids, and then my kids were there, and my cousin Omar was there. So I brought him in, when I started work at 7:30, and we put him down like around 4 o'clock because we couldn't, like, it was just like, it was a shock. Like, no, what are you talking about? He just has like belly issues, he's not riddled in cancer. Like, he came 6 months ago to get an ultrasound done because he has GI issues, and he was taking B12 injections at home, and so whatever. So that was like complete and total shock. At the same time, Toby, my poodle, he's blind and he's deaf, and he has cancer. He has bladder cancer, and he's going to chemo for. At the same time, he wasn't doing well, but I was in denial. I was like, oh, he's okay, he's doing fine, but Jasenia and my husband were like, no, he's not. You need to, it's time. And then my doctor was talking to us, and she said that the manager had gone to like this pet psychic lady. She's like a medium, and she spoke to her about her pets, and it's like the best feeling that she's ever had. So I went and I spoke to her, and I was like, hey, listen, I heard that you spoke to a pet medium, and what's your experience? And she's like, oh my god, no, it's the best thing ever, hands down, blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay. And then she's like, oh, this all the coworker used her. I'm like, oh, okay. So I went down and I spoke to that certain coworker, and I was like, hey. And then he was like, oh, I actually have a meeting with her today. So after the meeting, I spoke to him, and he was like, yes, top down. There's there's 3 coworkers in total. So I spoke to all 3 coworkers, all 3 of them. And I kind of needed her because I needed to know like what to do with Toby. Like I was just so confused and so distraught. Like I don't know what to do with my Toby. So then I contacted her, I emailed her, and we had an appointment for October 7th, which I believe was a Friday. Just so she could let me know, like, what do I do? Is he ready? Is he not ready? Is he in pain? Is he not in pain? So the appointment was for I think a week and a half from when I had originally contacted her. But Toby was just declining so fast, and he was getting stuck in places that he would never get stuck in, and he would like howl here and there, and he was on diapers 24/7, just like Lady. And it's just, I don't know, I decided to, I spoke to the oncologist who was seeing him, and I was like, listen, I need you to help me. I need you to let me know if it's time. But he's so sweet, and he was like, I don't want to make that decision for you. And I was like, oh, I know, but like, But like medically, like you think? And in other words, he said, yeah, I do think, it's time. And I'm like, okay. And so I just made an appointment for the Wednesday. Oh, but I was a Wednesday because the thing is Stanley, my dog, but he has cancer. He has sarcoma. So he needed to go through surgery to get rid of the sarcoma on his elbow. So I was like, you know what? Let me just do both at the same time so I can just worry about them at the same time. So I did Toby on Wednesday, and I did Stanley's surgery on Wednesday. Or was it Tuesday? Whatever, who cares? So, I put him down before I spoke to the pet medium lady. I need to talk to her, get some closure. I have other pets that I want to talk to her about. I want to make sure that I did the right thing, that I didn't wait too long, or if I did, I'm sorry. I know, like, I know a lot of people think it's stupid, and like my husband, he says you're just wasting your money. She's gonna Google you. She's gonna Google all about your pets, and that's how she's gonna tell you things. But I just think I need it for me, whether it's real or not. I believe it could be. I believe that it could be. And after speaking to my 3 coworkers, like, they swear by her, and they were just like, 2 of them they were crying to me as they were telling me their stories. And one of them said that they've even met the lady. She's based in England, though. She's like based in England. So I think as silly as it may sound, I think I need it for me. I think I need closure. I think I need to talk to my babies. I think I need to make sure that they're okay, that they were okay with the decision that I made. I just feel so bad. And it just makes me feel like I don't want any more pets, like, ever, because it's like the worst thing in the world. Although my pets have been rescues, like, I've never just gone and be like, oh my god, cute puppy, let me get it. Like, they've all been rescues. They've all had problems. And my cats too. Well, pretty much most of my cats, they just come to me. I don't even go get the strays just walking through my door, these stray cats, or I meet them at dealerships like this. This is Grey Goose. I went to a dealership with my sister when she was buying a car, and he just meowed at me. He was skin and bones. He was super dirty. And now look at him. He's nice and fluffy and damn Grey Goose. But anyways, I think I just, as silly as it may sound, I think I need closure. I think I need to talk to this pet psychic medium lady and see how it goes. So today's the day that I talked to the pet psychic lady. So I'm gonna get ready. Yeah, look, this messy. Alright. No. Just I want. Okay, Papalino. Good morning. Okay, I'm gonna stay away. And I'll tell him something. In his ear here. I'll go all the way here. I'm watching, but I'm not listening.
Okay, bye.
Okay, listen. I've been telling you since yesterday. Don't say anything stupid to him because, just don't say anything stupid.
It's not stupid.
Hey, guys. And, hold on. These are all my questions.
Yeah, this can go in the trash.
No, this is what I want to ask Cleo.
Cleo died?
No, but she talks to the living and to the dead.
Why are you such a bitch?
Why are you such a bitch? That's my only question for Cleo. Why are you such a bitch?
Where is she? Where's my love?
Because she's so mean. I think I'm going to start with Toby.
She's a sweetheart.
Lady, Stanley. Look, I have questions for Blackie. And you give me this. Only one paper? Okay, so I'm going to put this Let's start with Toby,
you were
Lady,
dying?
Stanley, Flacco, Forrest, and Cleo. Why are you such a bitch? Well, do you want me to write that? Did you...
Can Blackie be first?
You want Blackie to be first?
Yeah, so I can leave in peace.
But you don't want to hear about the other ones?
I'm working on that.
Okay, hold on. Because he doesn't think it's real. He thinks that this lady is like YouTubing me, Googling me, Facebooking me, Instagramming me. And then he says she's gonna learn about your life, and then she's gonna tell you about your past. He's like, you're being stupid. I was like, no. I'm like, okay. How about you tell Stanley something in his ear? Oh, so handsome, my baby boy.
Did he do it though?
He did. I recorded him doing it too.
Do you
know what he said?
No, because I told him, don't tell me. Don't tell me what you said. Then that way,
I'm gonna tell Angela.
then that way, you know, you won't be like, oh, you knew what I told him. That's why you're saying that.
Angela made the cheerleading team.
She did?
Yeah, so she's gonna have her first game on the 17th.
I want to go and see. You know, AJ never allowed her to do cheerleading or do gymnastics.
No, you didn't want me doing gymnastics. You were like, oh, you're gonna hurt yourself. You're gonna fall on your neck. Don't go on that trampoline. Don't do this. Don't do that. You guys suck. Move this over here for the 5th time.
Fucking dance experience. What haven't I put that little bitch in?
Okay. Papi, mi amor, have a great day at school. I love you very much. Remind your friends about the birthday party. Don't get in trouble in school unless you really need to because someone is bugging you. Call me if you need me, text me, okay? I love you so much. Join computer with audio. It did it by itself.
I mean, it's not gonna do anything until she joins.
You are.
But it did it by itself. I didn't do this.
But they use different phrasing. They're like, you are very clever.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm so nervous.
She's nervous. She's making me nervous. She got in contact with
A medium.
Yeah, she got in contact with a pet medium who speaks to the living and the dead, and we've lost 3 pets in a short amount of time. So she got in contact with this lady who's supposed to be talking.
You know that I have my daughter here for emotional support and my sister because I'm so nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous. It's okay. Nothing to be nervous about.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for her.
Okay, tell me how this whole, what you want me, like how this, you know.
Yeah. So
stop.
you tell me who you want to start with, and I'll be quiet for a few seconds and connect up with them. I always ask if it's okay to talk to them. Nobody ever says no, but I like to be polite. And usually they say something, or I get a feeling from them, or they show me something, and I'll share that with you, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
Okay.
I would like to start off with Toby.
All right. Toby's living, right?
Toby, he just passed away, I think a week ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, jeez. So sorry. Just gonna make a note here. So was that in September or October?
September, yeah, September.
September, okay. So sorry.
It's okay.
All right. So, so I'm just going to be quiet for a few seconds, connect up with him. Hang on just a second.
So I want to go to this new place in Miami.
So, he said, yes, we could talk to him. And the first thing he said was, she, meaning you, she is my heart.
Okay.
So very connected to you. All right. So, what do we want to ask him or tell him?
Ask her questions about
If,
people.
oh, I have so many questions. Did I wait too long?
Okay. Okay, and what he shows me is that things kind of just were gradually getting worse, you know, like he was gradually getting worse. And he didn't want to leave you until both of you were ready for him to go. And he feels that you, the two of you together, made the decision about when the time was. He feels he told you when the time was right.
Okay.
Does that feel right to you?
Yeah. I always thought like if he felt like I could do more to help him.
You mean with his health?
Yeah.
Or just, yeah, okay. He says he feels like you did everything you could for him. He says he wasn't always a good patient.
Yeah, he was not. He was very grumpy as soon as he got to the hospital. But I would be like, he won't bite, but he would like, yeah. Yes, he wasn't the best. Yeah, I know. Now I know. I was wondering if he if he can see, if he can hear, because in here he couldn't.
Right. Okay. Hang on. Okay. And so, what he tells me, shows me, is that, like, when he was alive, like, his world was, like, closed, is how it feels. Okay. But he said, I got around just fine.
Yeah, he did.
Like, he knew where he was, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
But he wants you to know that now that he's in spirit, like, everything works. Okay. And he shows me his coat is so fluffy. Okay. I mean, just like massively fluffy and soft and beautiful. And he shows me smiling and then the tail wag.
Yeah.
Like happy. He's happy.
Okay.
So he's fine now.
Okay. I've always wondered if he had a mommy before me. Because I got him from a rescue, so I always wondered if he had a mommy before me.
How old was he when you got him?
I don't know. I never knew how old he was.
Okay. Do you want napkin? So how old was he when he crossed over?
They believe he was like 16 or 17.
Okay. All right. He says he did, but he says she didn't want me. Okay. Like, just kind of gave him up. And, he doesn't really understand why. Okay. There are lots of reasons that people do that. And sometimes they're good reasons and sometimes they're not. But he doesn't feel like it was anything he did.
Okay. Poor baby. Is he alone?
Okay.
Where's he with Mikey too?
He says, no, there's a crowd of us here. So I think, do you have other animals that are in spirit? I can't remember. I'd have to look at your photos, but it just feels like there's this whole bunch that's there with him. And hang on.
Ask him if the animal in the human world makes.
Some that he knew and some that he didn't. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the connection is through you. The connection with them is through you, so he doesn't have to have known them for them to know him.
Oh my God. Okay. Is there a connection with is he with also like people who have passed, or it's just?
Okay. He says yes. There have been people that are connected with your family in spirit that have come to visit him, and he says, like, to meet him when he first got there, and he says they all say how cute I am.
Oh, my baby. Was he in a lot of pain when he was here with me?
Was he not with you for too long? Sorry. Yeah. Okay. He points me at his joints, the shoulders and the hind quarters, and feels like kind of arthritic pain. But he also points me into his abdomen. Was there something going on there?
Yeah, his bladder on that section.
Okay. It just feels like what he shows me at the end is like his body was just kind of giving out, like it was just like accumulation old age kind of thing.
Okay. Does he come visit me? Do they come visit?
Oh yeah, definitely. Hang on. He says, well, I haven't been here that long. He's still enjoying being there at the moment, but he says he will come visit you. Did he make a sound when he was sleeping? Did he snore or he showed me some sound when he slept that he made.
Maybe he would cry at times, but I mean, like, just do a little howl.
Okay. He's just showing me a sound that he makes when he was sleeping that, like, to listen for. So if you wake up and you feel like you've heard that sound or something wakes you up suddenly, just pay attention.
Okay. Oh, and just one last question for my baby. I just want him to know if he knew that he was really, really loved, because not everybody shared that with my baby. So I wanted him to know if he knew that he was very, very loved.
Okay. And he totally knows how much you cared about him. He said she wouldn't have taken me home if she didn't love me.
Yeah. Okay.
So he feels like you loved him right away. You know, like that was right there from the beginning. And he said, everybody doesn't understand when you're grumpy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he knows that you forgave him and that you understood.
Okay.
Like you saw past that. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my Toby. Okay. Just I hope he knows he's really, really loved and really, really, really missed still till today. Can I go on to my
and
next?
he just wants to thank you for the time that he had with you, that, like, you made the end of his life a good thing, not a bad thing.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I still struggled with that.
yeah.
Okay. My baby. I would like to see if Blackie would like to talk to me.
Okay. All right. Another dog. All right. He didn't cross that line go either, did he? Huh? Last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, 2 months ago.
He said he kept an eye out for Toby
Oh.
and made sure Toby got there okay.
Oh, Blackie. I've always wondered, because of how he was the last few days, did he know that he was dying?
Gonna cross? Okay. Feels like something internal was going on with him, going wrong with him. Does that make sense? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like it had kind of been in process for a while, but then it went bad really fast. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah. I just wanted to know. It's like the day before he passed, I went to walk him and I pulled him really hard because he didn't want to walk and I was running late. I just want him to know that I'm really sorry. I just play that in my mind all day long, how I pulled him really hard because I really needed him to go pee-pee and I was running late for work, and I just want him to know that I'm very sorry about that. I wish I would have known he wasn't feeling well.
Okay. Okay. And so what he kind of tells me, shows me, is that he's like surprised that you're worried about that. Because to him, that was just a moment in the rest of his time with you that was wonderful. So he doesn't want you to like stay focused on that. He wants you to let that go. Because he was kind of like, what? Oh yeah. You know,
yeah, he did look at me.
So,
yeah.
So you need to stop beating yourself up for that. Okay? Because that's not important to him anymore. All that's important was all the love that you gave him. That's what's important.
Does he come visit us?
Okay. He says he does. And what he shows me is this thing where, like you see a shadow out of the corner of your eye and you turn and look and there's nothing there, right? Mm-hmm. So when you see that, just know that that's him.
He had 2 mommies. Which one does he prefer? Which mommy does he love more?
No, I never asked.
No, just kidding. No, my sister's here with me, and she was the other mommy. So,
No, ask him. He's with Mikey.
oh, is he with
Mikey.
Is he with Mikey? He'll know.
What color was Mikey?
Oh, Mikey is a person. So I don't know if they.
Okay.
Has Mikey gone to see him?
He says they play all the time.
Mm.
So.
But he's a human,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
so Mikey has gone to see him?
Yeah. Yes. Did he think we wait too long to see what was wrong with him?
Okay. And what he shows me is that, like, it just kind of got worse, kind of incrementally, like a little bit at a time, and then, like at the end, it just went bad all at once. And so to him, it's like, and this happens with people too. It's like, oh, that doesn't feel so good, but then it doesn't get worse, so you kind of get used to it, and then it gets worse again, and then, oh, but then it doesn't get worse, and and so it's just like an incremental decrease, right, or increase in this case, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Does he come visit his big brother who's at the house? His other buddy, his
dog?
housemate. Yeah, Stanley.
Stanley. Okay, got it.
A question about that. The day after Blackie passed away, Stanley, who slept together and everything, he just stared into space exactly where they laid at. Was that him?
Yeah. Hang on. Totally. And what I'll tell you is that is something always to watch for with animals, because animals aren't like afraid of visits or, spirits coming to see them. That's like natural for them. And so anytime you see an animal like kind of staring at nothing, like focused on something that isn't there, just know that somebody's visiting. So, yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry, Blackie. Martha, we have questions. You have a question? Your second mom? He's gonna say he's happy. He was happy. He loved us.
Was he scared?
Was he scared when we brought him in on that day?
And you helped him cross over, or did he go on his own?
We helped him.
Okay. He shows me feeling kind of nervous, but he feels that you guys helped him feel better about it.
Yeah.
Like he was nervous, but he knew that this was okay. Like this was a good thing to help him. So.
Oh, my Blackie.
Oh, does he have something to say?
Oh, does he have something, does he want to say something to us?
Okay. He shows me, so again, they're not physical, but what he shows me is, they always look like they're 3 or 4 years old, like kind of at their best. And so he shows me his coat all sleek and beautiful, and he keeps showing me the waggly tail, he had the best tail wag ever. And that's what he wants you to remember of him, because I love you for dogs.
Okay. Oh, my Blackie.
Oh, did he have an owner before?
Oh, did he have? Well, he should have.
How did he end up at the shelter?
Because he ended up at the shelter. So I always wonder, do they have mommies before us, or were they always like strays?
Okay. And do you have any idea how long he was with you and how old he was? Do we have any clue?
He was 11. We got him from the shelter when he was
1 or 2.
Yeah, 1 or 2. He wasn't that old. Yeah.
All right, hang on. He says he was with a family, it feels like he was part of a litter that someone had, and then he said too many puppies.
Oh.
So somebody,
Okay.
left too many
Oh.
puppies.
Well, he came to the right house then.
Exactly.
Okay, I just hope he knows that he's truly, truly loved and missed. And when we talk to him, like in spirit, do they listen to us? Do they hear us?
They definitely do, and they love to have you talk to them like that. It's it kind of like reinforces the connection.
Should we light up
So
a
that's always a
water
good
out
thing
for
to
them?
do.
Should we light up a candle for him?
You can do that,
Okay.
sure. If that helps you, if that feels good to you, then sure.
Okay, and okay, yeah, they're in heaven. They're in doggy heaven, and okay.
Yeah.
Oh, my blackie. Does lady want to talk to me?
Okay. Was she like anxious or fearful?
Mm,
Yeah.
she was
And
anxious.
she wants you to know that she's very brave now.
Oh my God, my lady.
And she says, we, so all your animals that are in spirit, we're all here for you.
I've always wondered with her, if she was ready. If she was ready to cross
Okay.
over.
Was she also pretty old?
Yeah.
Yeah, she feels like ancient, is
Yeah,
kind of the
yeah.
feeling that I get from her. And she says it was definitely time.
Okay. Yeah.
She would have liked to have stayed, but it was definitely time for her body.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh, yep. Yeah. That and then I had other questions about that, but that just told me everything. Her little body just couldn't take it anymore.
Yep, yep.
Does she come visit me?
Okay. She says, I'm very busy making up for lost time.
Aw.
So she goes me doing all kinds of exploring and making friends and, just having a wonderful time. But she says she does come sometimes at night and she shows me like sleeping at the foot of the bed.
Oh, okay. Lady. I did take her to the beach the day that she passed. Was that stressful for her or did she enjoy it?
Okay. She says it was kind of overwhelming for her, but she just didn't feel like she was in a place where she could enjoy it as much as she would have liked.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why we ended up cutting a little short because she,
Yeah.
I don't know. She didn't. Okay.
See, I think you're really good at listening to them.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. I try. Is she with my other doggies that passed recently?
Okay. And she said she asked, and she specifically mentions Toby, and said that she was there with the group to meet Toby, and she said he is running around and having fun.
Oh, good. Oh, does she have a mommy before me?
Okay. And do we know how old she was when you got her?
She was old. The rescue wasn't so sure either.
Okay.
But she was an old lady.
Had she been at the shelter or the rescue for a while?
Honestly, I don't know. I just got a call saying if I can foster, and I said okay. Didn't give me any backstory.
It just feels like what she was showing me was like being passed from hand to hand. Like, so I think she had several people that looked out for her over time. Feels like she was, in her feeling is that she was with the rescue a while because nobody wanted an old dog. So she was very grateful that you took her. Took her in.
Yeah, my lady. Does she like where I put her little, I guess, ashes, you would say?
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it like in a sunny spot?
Mm-mm.
Okay, maybe this is what she wants. She keeps showing me like a bright spot. That's where she thinks it should be. Does that?
I could put her. It's where I have her. It's my happy place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it's emotionally bright. Then.
Yes. So yeah, it's my happy place. So I figured I can have her in my happy place. So she's
okay. All right.
Hang on.
It
makes me happy to see that. So I put her where it makes me happy.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. Yeah. sometimes emotionally, I mean, it just
Yes.
was like a bright spot. And
Yeah.
what she says is that puts her close to your heart.
Yeah.
Where you have it.
Yeah,
So
because
that's
it's
a good
my
place
happy
for her.
place.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Miss Lady. Oh. Does Stanley want to talk to me?
Okay. So I asked if we could talk to him. He said yes, and he said, "I'm not in trouble, am I?"
Oh, I just with him, I want to know. He's been going to the hospital a lot lately, so I'm wondering if he knows like why he's going in there, and if it's stressful every time I take him.
Okay. Hang on. Has he been getting some kind of treatment at the vets? Okay.
Yeah, so now I just take him so I can be with him all day long. But for the past few days, he hasn't been getting treatment, so I just take him so I can see him every day. So I just want to make sure that if he's stressful every time, like I take him in, even though I'm not doing anything.
Okay. He says he's getting better at it. He
Okay.
feels like he's getting better at going to the vet, and like he's kind of getting used to it now.
Okay.
So I mean, he doesn't like it, but he feels like he's getting more used to it.
Yeah. Does he know what happened to the other doggies?
The ones that crossed over.
Mm-hmm.
He says, like, I'm stupid.
Stanley.
Well, of course they're in spirit.
Oh, Stanley.
And he said, am I going to be in spirit soon too?
Oh no.
Because the dog is
The what? Hold
Oh
on.
my God. Stanley.
So what's he going to the vet for?
He went because he has cancer, so we had surgery on him, and now the doctor said that it was low grade, so he doesn't need to start chemo as of now. So that brightened up my whole world.
So that explains why he asked, am I going to cross over soon?
Yeah.
So
No.
I can tell him, no, it doesn't look like that.
No.
So,
We're trying our best. Yes.
We're gonna fight
is
for
it
him.
something abdominal?
It was his arm.
His arm, okay. So does he have to keep going back?
No, I just take him back because I want to make sure I see him every day, all day.
Got it. Okay. And he's very happy to hear that it doesn't look like he's going to have to cross over soon because he's definitely not ready to go.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. No.
Good.
No. We're trying our best.
Yep.
I've always wondered, why is he so aggressive towards other dogs? Why doesn't he like other doggies?
People.
So are these like dogs outside the house?
Yeah. He never used to be like that, and all of a sudden, a few years back, he's cray.
Okay. He says he doesn't trust them. Did he have something happen that you know of? With another dog?
Not that I know of, because he used to go to the dog park and everything, and then he just used to, little by little, start becoming like mean, and I didn't bring him back, and can't have him near other big dogs. Little dogs, he's fine, but big dogs, he's not fine with.
Yeah.
I always wondered why, like,
Yeah.
why don't you like him? I want to take him to the dog park again.
Yeah, he's showing me, like some interaction with another dog that did not go well as far as he was concerned. So it's kind of the best defense is a good offense,
Okay.
in his mind.
Okay, good. So maybe at the dog park, one of them.
Yeah.
His little head because he has something going on with his little head. Does it hurt?
Okay. Is it like the skin? It feels like the skin.
Yeah, so his head, it's like a little dented. So he's had an MRI done and everything. They say it's fine, but I don't know if it hurts him.
Hang on. He's not showing me that it's painful at all. It's it feels a little odd, but it doesn't hurt. And he says it's been there a long time.
Yeah.
So like forever, probably,
Yeah,
I mean, it could have happened when he was a puppy,
Okay. Yeah. Because he had then when I started noticing it was getting indented, that's when I took him to the doctor, and he had a bunch of things done to it. He's all of a sudden he stares into space. Is it because he's seeing the other doggies, or?
Now he's showing me staring like into the room as opposed to the wall, right? He's not looking at the wall. Okay. Well, he's showing me that he sees the other dogs from spirit. He said there are a lot of them. It's not like the same one all the time.
Yeah. This is a very silly question, but I take him on walks, right? Does he want me to take him on longer walks? Sometimes I think he does.
He says he could go longer.
Yeah, I figured. Okay, Mr. Stanley. Does Mr. Stanley want to tell mommy anything or?
Okay. He says any dog that comes to your house is a lucky dog. Because you take such good care of them and love all of them. He says no matter what.
Yeah, I try. Daddy, my husband is he loves him, but he's not too fond of him. Does he want to tell Daddy something?
Okay. He says, Daddy tolerates me, but she loves me.
Yes. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Okay, Mr. Stanley. Okay, so I would like to know if Flaco would like to talk to me.
He says, I'm no trouble.
Yeah.
Unlike the dogs.
Yeah.
And he says he takes care of himself, but he also, like, when he wants attention, he gets it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. So my questions to him was because we had him for many, many years, and one day he left us.
He disappeared?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've always wondered why. He was with us for so many years.
Is he dead?
I don't know.
Ask her.
Yeah.
He says it was just time to move on.
Okay. Is he still with us? Do you know?
Okay.
Or
Would he be pretty old at this point?
yes.
Okay. Okay, so the feeling that I get from him is that he is already in spirit.
Okay.
And I asked if there was anything he wanted to tell you, and he said he was grateful for the time that he had with you, but I feel like he was so independent.
Yes.
Like such an independent spirit.
Yes.
So.
Did he know that Fluffy died? They were brothers, inseparable.
And he says yes, and they ran into each other, but they're both kind of doing their own thing.
Oh, okay. When he left the house, did he have a family? Or was he like a stray for a long time?
Okay. You mean before he came to you or after?
No, after. Because he was with us since he was a kitten.
Gotcha. And he shows me he did, he found people to feed him, and he kind of did the indoor-outdoor thing with people. He was just like a real free spirit after he left you. So.
Okay. Oh, I've always wondered why he just left us.
It's one of the hard things with cats that they just, sometimes they just have to do what they want, do their own thing. So.
One of my cats acts kind of just like him, so I don't know if a spirit from a cat goes inside into another cat. So I've always wondered, are you inside of my other cat?
Who's the cat that's still living?
Yeah, he's still living. His name is Freddie. And he acts like him.
Okay. He says he sent Freddie to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because he acts just like him. So we always compare, we always say, "Are you inside, Freddie?" We still talk to Flaco like if he's still around. So we've always wondered because they act the same. They're both obsessed with my husband. So, okay. I don't know if he had left because he didn't think he was loved, because Fluffy died, because honestly, I don't know, because he was with us for such a long time and it really hurt. And, it really hurt my husband too.
Yeah, sure.
So, I just wanted to know that, he was so loved. And if he thought he wasn't loved, that's why he left. Oh boy, he was so loved.
And he says no, it had nothing to do with that. He knew he was loved. I mean, I feel like he was devoted to your husband.
Oh gosh, yes, he was obsessed with him.
But, you know, I don't know how else to say it. He just says, you know, it was time for me to move on.
Okay. Oh, Flacco. Okay. Oh dear Lord. I would like to know if Forrest would like to come and speak to me.
Okay. He said, yes, we can talk to him. And he shows me like sitting like in front of you, looking up at you, and, you know, just the beautiful coat, and he looks young and he looks great. And just like the whole happy wiggle thing, you know,
Yeah.
like just so happy to talk to you.
Yeah. So just like Blackie, Forrest also had two mommies. We share custody with my sister. Does he ever go visit mommy?
And he says he does visit both of you.
Oh.
And he shows me that sound of toenails on the floor. You know, that click, click, click,
Yeah.
toenails on the floor sound. So if you ever hear that or think you hear it or, you know, and get that feeling like he's around, just pay attention.
Okay. Did we wait too long for us to make that decision?
Okay. And he shows me he desperately did not want to leave you, either of you. He really tried so hard to stay as long as he could. And he says he's grateful that you made the decision for him. Because I feel like he would have clung on, you know, like he couldn't make the decision, so he needed you to do it for him.
Yeah.
And he's grateful for that.
Yeah, because
It was really getting hard at the end.
Yeah,
You know, like really hard.
he was a fighter.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Why was he such a grumpy butt? We always wondered. Why was he such a grumpy butt?
He says, I like things just so.
He was an old grumpy butt, let me tell you. Does he like his new siblings?
Okay. So, do you mean the other dogs that have crossed over? Or who do you mean?
Oh no, so my sister got other doggies, so I don't know if he likes the new additions to the house.
Okay.
Okay.
So, who are the new dogs?
They're Thor and Loki.
And what kind of dogs are they?
They're pit bulls.
He thinks they're very pushy, impolite, you know, rude, in his opinion.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Forrest. Okay. I have Cleo. Does she want to come talk to us?
Okay. She says she's very beautiful.
Yes. Very beautiful. She's the queen around here, let me tell
Absolutely.
you. Gosh. My question to her is...
She's pointing me at her ears. Like, she thinks she has lovely ears.
Oh, yeah. She's Cleopatra around here. I don't know why she's so mean to her. Well, her babies are already old, but she's not, like, she's mean. Why is she so mean to them?
So these are kittens of hers?
Well, they're her kids, but they're 10 years old.
Okay. How many of them are there?
There used to be 4, but now there's 3.
Okay. She feels that sometimes they're very disrespectful to her. She does not like that. She has to put that in their place.
Yes. Now, I've always wondered what happened to her tail. Can she tell us what happened to her tail?
Okay. So she came to you with
No, so I've had her since she was like a year old, but a few years ago, her tail, it was like kind of like bent, like something happened to it. So I don't know what happened.
Okay, hang on. Could she have gotten caught? She shows me being caught in something and then pulling.
Probably.
And, like a door or something fell on it or something, you know, caught it, basically, is the way it feels to me.
Probably because she goes in and out the house, so I'm thinking I don't know, maybe somebody grabbed her or she got caught in something. So I've always wondered what happened to her tail. This is her right here. Now we have a new addition, which is Grey Goose. Does she like the new cat?
What color is the new cat?
He's white with little gray spots.
And what's his name?
Gray Goose.
Gray Goose. How long's he been with you?
Like 6 months, I think.
Okay.
What?
Is he pretty young?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Because she thinks he's just like got way too much energy.
Yeah. Yes, he's really young. So we don't know. Like, do you like him? Because she's mean to everybody. So we don't know if maybe he's stressing her out.
She says, I just want a quiet life, and this is not it.
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Not at all. Why, ask her, why are you like all of a sudden peeing in my book bag? Like, is she sick or is she mad?
Okay. So that's the only thing that she's peeing on?
Well, she peed on it. Yeah, she peed on it one time. So I don't know if it's because of Grey Goose that she peed on it. Is she mad? That's what I'm wondering. Like, do you like him?
Okay. Said, I don't know why we have to keep bringing all these animals in.
Oh my
Yeah.
Especially the cats. Especially the cats. That's
Yes.
just
Sounds
nuts
like her.
as far as she's concerned.
Yes. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so that was a statement.
Well, I have all these strays that come to me and I just open up my door, so I do have just a lot of strays coming in, and here I feed you, I take it to the doctor, here's your new home. So maybe she's mad at that. Does Fluffy come visit her because they were kind of close?
She says yes, and she says Fluffy is very polite.
Oh, Fluffy was
That
very
works for
polite.
her.
Fluffy was super nice. Yes. One question you want to ask?
Yeah, I have one question. She's sick. She has hyperthyroids, and I want to know if she's in pain or uncomfortable.
Okay. Is she on medicine for that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she says she's not in any pain. She says she feels better. So how long has she been on the medicine?
A few months now. Not that
Okay.
long, just months. Yeah.
That makes sense because
Yes.
it just feels like it's just kind of gradually gotten better.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Just do any of my babies that I spoke to, do they want to tell mommy something?
Just kind of looking through the list, and I feel like they all feel like they've said what they needed to say to you
Okay.
at this
Perfect.
point, so.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. That's all the babies I needed to talk to.
Okay, great. All right. Well, lovely talking to you, Norma. And just keep in touch. If we need to check with anybody, let me know. And-
Yes, absolutely. Thank you
All right.
so much. Thank
Anybody
you.
that talks to humans?
Bye.
I just told you to ask if she knows anybody that talks to humans.
Oh, I'm not gonna ask her that, Jennifer. Yes. Okay, so guys, how do you feel about this? About the whole? So the rest of the video is pretty much myself, my daughter, and my sister just kind of analyzing everything that was said, going back and forth with information she gave us. We had our own thoughts about it. I really don't want to influence anybody with our thoughts, whether it be positive or negative. I feel like everybody who had thought of doing this should do it without having anybody influence them. Do I regret doing this? No. Do I have my feelings toward this? Yes. Would I think about reaching out to her again? Yes, sure. But I think everybody should come up with their own decision without being influenced with my thoughts. So I wish the best for everybody if they do come to this decision or if they've been through a pet loss.